Hello everyone, I am Tarun valireddy and again welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to explain about what is DNS. As I was explained in our previous video about IP address, right? How a unique IP address is assigned to a particular device on the internet, right? It is identified by the particular IP address. How we actually having names like John, Jack and Rose to call ourselves. So on the internet there are so many millions of websites are there. For but for any website there is a particular IP address is assigned. Remembering of IP address is little bit harder, right? So instead of that we can simply remember the websites names like something google.com or yahoo.com or youtube.com. These are simple, right? So these domain names are actually resolved within a particular IP address. So let's see how it actually works. What is DNS and how it actually works and why we need to use DNS. Before knowing how the actual DNS works, let me explain you within a real life scenario. Think of this. You want to call your friend. Instead of remembering your friend's phone number, we can simply save his or her contact by with his name, right? So we don't need to remember his phone number when we want to call him. We can simply search his or her number by with their name. So for same like this, when we want to search for any particular website or we want to visit any particular website, remembering of any particular IP address, we can simply remember a domain name like google.com or yahoo.com. We can simply remember these names, right? When you type these domain names, there is something will resolve this. When you type google.com, there is an IP address will be resolved with this particular domain. So we don't need to know the IP address of a Google. We can simply type google.com and then we can easily retrieve the Google website, right? If you want to go deeper and know how the actual DNS works behind the scenes, if you see here and you type google.com, actually it checks in the local cache memory of your storage. First it checks in your local cache memory. If it's found the DNS of the google.com, it will retrieve the website. If not, it sends the request to the resolver. Resolver of your ISP. It will send the request to the your ISP resolver. Again same thing happens. If the ISP resolver founds in the local cache memory, it will get it from it and it will gives you in the response. If not, the ISP resolver will send the another server is the root server. the root server will actually don't know about the google.com, but it's know where to send the actual domain will be available. So it will simply rewrites the domain to the TLD server. The root server will redirects to the TLD server. Here the TLD server consists of the TLD server consists of top top level domains such as .com, .org, .net. It stores the information of top level domains. After it knowing the which domain was it, and it will redirect to the ANS. Authoritative name service. Authoritative name server. This is the final server. So everything information about the domains will be saved in this ANS. So it will be simply rewrite the information of google.com to the ISP. It will simply redirect the information to the ISP with the particular IP of Google. The ISP resolver will send the IP address to the client, and again, and it also stores the in its cache memory. When any user is asked for the particular website of Google, it will simply redirects from the cache memory, and it will resolves with the domain name for the user. So if you may see, this is confusing, but this is so simple to understand if you clearly draw the diagram and understand it clearly. I think you got an understanding of how that actual DNS works and why we need to DNS for the resolving of IP address. And if you like my explanation, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching this video.